Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Fat Tony here, and today we're coming back with a new episode because we are going to be collecting all alien parts in GTA 5 story mode. Now to obviously do this, you need to unlock this mission, which I believe is after Fame or Shame. But yes, let's get on with the mission.
Wait! Stop!
What's the problem, home?
Wait! Carbon-based life form, check. 6 feet tall, check. Slightly excessive adipose tissue, normal distribution, check. Readings are... Shoot. This little machine is broken again, check. Stardate 14-9-305, time is 7:89 past the 9th meridian. We are clear. Whew. Greetings, CBL, carbon-based life form.
Greetings, homie.
Have you seen them, CBL?
Seen who?
I don't know. They came to me last week. There was a brilliant joy and a terrible confusion. And they were laughing and screaming and crying all at once. And some said, Omega, we come in peace. And others said, we have come to enslave you. We are an infinitely intelligent race of super-cosmic beings, and out of the 6 billion people on this planet, we have chosen you for no good reason. And just then they were about to abduct me and do experiments on me when their ship crashed.
Man, you done lost your motherfucking mind.
And now, I've got to find the pieces.
Man, bullshit.
Look. See this? If you see some, let me know.
Yeah, okay, I will, man.
So the first piece of the alien parts is actually on this satellite dish. It is on the westernmost dish, and as you see, once you got the stairs, I do go up the wrong staircase originally. It is in fact the other one that you need to climb up. As you can see, you can sort of see it in the distance through the satellite dish, and there it is. That's part number 1. And I will give the places on the map as well. So as you can see, that is the area for number 1. Number 2 is actually near some trailers. It's actually next to this big ship. As you can see, it is on the floor next to it, which is here, located on the map, in between about 3 trailers. The next bit is on this alien monument in Sandy Shores, which is obviously located here. Now, whether this was created for the actual alien conspiracy thing is, it looks like it, that it was. If you just keep climbing up the actual monument itself, just go all the way to the top, and you should be able to find it sitting up there. As you can see, it is glowing in the distance, and they do make a humming noise as well, actually, the parts. And then number 4 is actually on the largest rock in this area. So there's quite a few big large rocks, but if you go to the biggest one, you'll be able to see it on the side, and like I say, obviously there it is on the map. Now number 5, you will have to swim in this little area in Sandy Shores. I will obviously show that on the map again, but it is on the bottom of the floor, and that is part 5, and there is the exact location as well. Now number 6 is actually in this shed over here. Again, we're in the northern part of the map before we go down to sort of like Los Santos, and it's in this little shed over there, and that's where it is. It's on the sort of like the far right hand side, the eastern part of the map. Number 7 is in the middle of this cow farm, and as you can see, again, it's just sat there chilling, and like I said, it is pretty much in the middle. So yeah, you can't really miss this one. There are some that are quite hidden or quite tedious to get to. The number 8 is over here. It is in this building where I just hovered the cursor slightly. Again, it's another one that's quite easy to find, and that is part 8. Number 9 is in this shed in Palito Bay, which is obviously the northern part of the map, the furthest northern part of the map, should I say. Again, it's just on the floor in the barn, so it's another easy one to find. Now, number 10 is actually at the fire brigade area. It's in this burnt building, and as you can see, it is there on the map. If you go up one floor and then up another flight of stairs, you'll be able to see it through the window itself. There it is. I had some trouble trying to get in, trying to climb through that window. But yes, so that is number 10. Now, number 11 is actually in the Palito Bay Forest. This one took quite some time to find, but I'll be able to obviously give you the exact location of this one, because there's quite a lot of different tunnels, but if I zoom in on the tunnel, it sort of gives you that location. But yeah, so number 12 is actually on this sticky out bit near Palito Bay, and it is next to the tree pretty much. So again, not a hard one to find. This one though, number 13, is very tedious. You need a helicopter. It took some time trying to actually land it on here, just because of the propellers. Like look at that. It was quite difficult, but it is doable. The helicopter does land on there, and you can get out and then climb back in. But you do need a helicopter to get to it. You can't get to it any other way. But yeah, again, very tedious. But I got it done in the end, and that is number 13 it's on the bridge. That's on the very left hand side, or the western side, should I say? And as you can see, though, there is a lot of difficulties with this. The helicopter actually started smoking, but I do land it. You can't actually grab the part through the actual vehicle, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go. I land the helicopter there. Number 14 is in the middle of the sort of like waterfall. I got to it on a bike by coming down from underneath the bridge, but that's where number 14 is located. Number 15 was very difficult to find. It took quite some time due to the mountainous hills, but obviously I have found it. It's sort of on the ledge of this overlook, but there is so many mountains around this area. It was kind of hard to find itself, but that is number 15. Now, that is where it is situated. There is no roads. I would recommend either a helicopter or a mountain bike. Number 16 is actually just chilling on the Zancudo River, in this little area. You'll be able to find it quite easily. It's one of the easier ones to find again, and that is number 16. And that's where that is situated. Now, number 17, again, is just further down the river. It's at this little bridge. Again, this was quite an easier one to find, and that is where number 17 is. And there it is on the map. Now, number 18 is in this little pocket of water below one of the waterfalls. If you keep going down, there is quite a lot of waterfalls, so the best way to find it was that it is next to the little triangle point on the map. It's on the bottom of the floor, which isn't very deep, and you should be able to find that one. That is number 18, and that's where that is. Now, number 19, it is difficult to find. The only thing that I can recommend for this one is just to keep going in between the little farm strips, so you do find it. It is located there on the map. Number 20 is in this little cave hole. It's not that hard to find. If you go along the river on the left hand side of the map, the little white line is the river, and just go and locate it here. It's not hard to see, but it's just quite tedious to get to. That's number 20, which is here on the map. Number 21 is at this building's back garden. I mean, there is no fences around it, so you will be able to just walk around and grab this one, and that is part number 21, which is over here on the map. Number 22, just through these gates, and if you just keep driving around the road until you get to the circular looking tree on the floor there, Obviously you can see it right next to the tree and the little water pond, as you will. And that's number 22. And that is there. So we're in sort of like Vinewood Hills area now. Number 23 is on the observatory building in Vinewood Hills. It is on the roof. There is just a staircase up to there, and it's on the right hand side as soon as you go up those stairs that I went up. So it's not a hard one to find. And that is where that is on the map. Now, number 24, you can do it with a helicopter. I also did it with a bike, as you can see. I sort of like propped the bike there and jumped into it in my guy, sort of like glitched, climbed up. But you can do it with a helicopter. 25 is actually just further down. I am underwater, but I will show you where it is. It is just follow the road round, and it's literally right on the edge of that road. So it's in the exact same sort of area. 26 is on the Los Santos golf course. You will get police for going onto it unless you pay for golf, actually. That's probably the best way to do it if you don't want police. But yeah, so it's literally in the middle of that pond on top of that rock. Number 27, you will need a vehicle to fly with. I used a blimp. It's on top of the empty swimming pool on top of this building near the Los Santos Customs. 28 is literally on the upper plaza area in the grass section. Which, again, it's not hard to find. Again, it's near the Los Santos Customs itself. 29 is on the set. Again, you do get police for trespassing. And that's where that is located. Now, number 30 is up this, in the Vespucci canals, it's up this ladders, because there is two that you need to go to. If you find the liquor hole, where that little hole is in the sign over there, the green sign, just go to behind the building, and you should be able to see the ladder leading up to this place. I mean, you can't really miss this big sign either, because it's legit the tallest thing around this area on this strip, and that is part 30. 31, again, you'll need a flying vehicle. Again, I used a blimp. I just couldn't find a helicopter, but there is various places to get that helicopter, and that is where number 31 is located. Now, number 32 is quite tedious. You need to come down to the sort of like the river canal area, and just follow this route in, and drive down the little train tracks, or the tram line, should I say. Just keep following where I am going. There will be like a little turn right tunnel in a minute. If you just follow this round, I think I do crash. Yeah, there it is. The car's absolutely wrecked. But go down that tunnel over there. It is quite a tedious one to actually locate. But if you just keep following these little tunnels around, you will come to the area of which it sits. But it can take some time just to obviously get there. Now, you want to go straight on. Obviously, I was just trying to find my bearings, but just follow it up. And it is actually, as soon as you go through here, you don't need to go down the ramp like I do on the video. You need to go up this ramp, but let's just get this looked into. But yeah, so once you do come down into the open area, because we're still in the tunnel, as you will, into this bit, you don't need to go down the actual ramp. It's on the right hand side where the orange wall is, but I just drove down here just to park up. But that's where it is, on the right, just behind these workers. Yeah, again, you can't miss that one. So that's number 32. And I do try and show you where it is on the map as well, in terms of the actual inside of the tunnel. Number 33 is in the little strip here where the little tile squares are, as you will. It's literally just there. You can't miss it. It's just down that strip there, and you should be able to see a little gap in between the buildings. This one is a bit harder to find. It's where like all the homeless people are, underneath the bridges. But just climb over the couch and you should be able to find it. It is there on the map. That's number 34. Do give it just another look in on the map. Number 35 is actually up the the hospital in Davis. So if you climb this ladder, and then I believe there is another ladder that you need to climb up, which is over there in the far corner. And then once you're up that ladder, you just need to run to the helipads and turn right. So you do a right here, and then another right, and you'll see it on the floor. As you can see, it is flashing over there. And that's part number 35, which is here on the map. Number 36 is in Rancho, and it's literally on this step as soon as you walk in, or this little bench area. You can't really miss it. It's like on the map, 4 little circles that progressively get bigger. You will get police on yourself again for this one. This one is in Los Santos Airport. It's behind this building. You can drive up to this bit, but I had a helicopter, so I just needed to park around the corner. And it is just on the floor behind this building. That's number 37. And that's where it is on the map. Number 38 is on this big circular building. You just climb up the ladder, as you can see, and then walk along this pipe that connects the 2 circular buildings. You can go up with a helicopter. You might even be able to climb it, to be honest, but I had a helicopter, which helped massively. 39 though is on the docks area, near to where we just was. If you jump straight in and go to this sort of looking ship on the floor, I can't really make out what the actual building thing is underneath. Looks like a ship. That's how I pictured it anyway. And it is on the bottom there. And I will show you where it is on the map, as always. So yeah, if you just pause it there, as I said, you're in that region anyway. It's not far from there. Number 40 is on the sort of beachy area where these pipes are. And it is just on the floor there. Again, that's where it is on the map again. It's not far. Number 41 is actually in the ocean. You've just got to swim to this little mini island. The water can make it a bit tedious to climb up on because the water rises and lowers. But once you're up, you just need to keep going over there. As you can see, the water stopping me from going up. But that's where it is. Now, number 42 is in El Burro Heights. It's over at this sort of like industry area, or industrial area. It's in the green container, as you can see, it is on the floor. Again, not hard to find this one, which is there on the map. Number 43 is at the sort of like the river area. Just go down this ladder and then walked about halfway. As you see, I tried to turn, but it just wouldn't let me. Walked out halfway, you can see it flashing anyway, and just climb over the rail. This is more or less at the start of this river. That's number 43, and that's where it is located. Number 44 is in the area of the pool of water in the Landact Reservoir. If you jump below the actual dock itself, you'll be able to see it on the floor straight away. Again, this one's quite an easier one to obtain. And I will show you where that is on the map. If you don't know where the reservoir is, it is over on the eastern side of the map. Now, again, this is still in the reservoir area. It's just where the pipes are in the far distance. Again, it's not a hard one to find. It's quite straightforward. And like I said, it's just further down. Number 46 is a bit more difficult to find. It's also not, but it is here just before where the rock splits between the water. So it's not that hard to actually find, but that's where it is located. You will need, potentially there is a boat that spawns in over this area. You don't really need one, you can just swim to it. It's under the water on the eastern side of this cave. That's number 47, that's where it is located. You just follow the water through and stay on the right hand side, you'll be able to find it straight away. Now, the next one is actually behind this sort of like abandoned shack, abandoned house. You'll be able to find it at the sort of like the crumpled little decking area, and that's number 48. Number 49 is in between the banner of the house and the back garden. You'll be able to see 3 deck chairs, and you'll be able to just find it straight away on the floor. Again, not a hard one to find. And then the last part is just next to this road here, just chilling, and so it's not too bad. But that is all 50 parts done. Obviously, you will, once you found the last part, you will then receive a text message from Omega telling you where to go. So if you go over to him.
Now, what was I doing? The final piece! I knew you would make it. Come. I have put together this ship to their exact specifications. I got every piece you sent through, except this.
Man, you crazy motherfucker.
Isn't it incredible?
Awesome, dog, but this motherfucker is small.
Well, they're small, but very powerful. They're far more evolved than we are.
Man, I sure hope the fuck so.
See you on the other side, brother.
And for getting all 50 parts, this is the car you do get to
This I
keep.
gotta try.
It does make some weird noises, and it has got green headlights. If you press the... So we've got a diamond achievement for it as well. But if you do press the horn, it does do different noises. Is it worth the 50 parts? I wouldn't say so, but it does look pretty cool, you know. It's just a collectible in the game, I guess. But yeah, so that is all 50 parts. It does make that noise as well when driving. That is the engine noise. I gave a little... trying to, you know, showcase the vehicle, as you will. I was driving it back to Franklin's house. That's where I'm keeping it, in Franklin's garage. But yeah, that will be the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, just so you don't miss out on any more videos moving forward. And have a great rest of your day. Peace.